we have 3 different peppers for this dish. I got red, yellow, and green. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to cut the pepper. Here's one way, cut down the middle. Okay. Then we're going to take out our seeds. Tap those out. Seeds. Tap them out. There we go. Then, if you have a long pepper, cut it again, like that, right? And then you want to take the white rib out. White rib comes out. Adios with that. Then we're going to cut down through the middle. We don't want to go too small on these because we're going to be grilling these peppers. Yeah, they're going to be grilled, so we're going to do a little bit of wilting. We don't want to fall them apart too much, and then we're going to cut them again. Basically, in large squares is fine. You know, you don't have to be perfect on them because they're going to be on a grill. If you're going to do these on an outdoor grill, we're going to do these on an indoor grill, but an outdoor grill, of course, you really got to be careful that they're not going to be too small. There's our red peppers. I'm going to show you another way to cut them. Let's take a green pepper, and you can do this with any pepper, of course, depending on the size. Go down this way. See how I'm going down? Down, down again. The last one's the hardest one because you're sitting there like this, okay? Down again. And if your knife is not sharp enough, try to use a serrated knife. That will work, the one with the ridges on it, okay? Then once again, cut, cut, and then just in half on those pieces, not too small. There we go. And there is our green pepper. I'm going to show you one more way to cut a pepper. Here we're going to do cut it in half like before, right? But instead of pulling out the stem area, we'll do is take a knife, okay, and you can roll it. Put your knife in like this, put your hand on top, and kind of roll it. See how my hand's on the top here? And I'm kind of rolling it. Pull it over, and there we go. Got a little stem on there, take that off. Depends on your method. Some chefs like to do it one way, some another way. There we go. And we're rolling it to get our white membrane part off of that, and then once again cut into larger pieces like that. They don't have to be perfect. It's going to be kind of a rustic style dish as far as grilling it goes. Alright, let's get this set in the bowl. Alright, we're going to put our peppers into the bowl, all cut up. We're going to douse these with a little bit of oil. Olive oil will do. You can do extra virgin or light blended if you'd like on this. Okay. Then there's our oil, just enough to coat it. Recipe has like I think 2 tablespoons worth. You can use extra virgin or regular olive oil. Also, I want to put in our garlic. 2 teaspoons of chopped garlic go in there now too. Ready chopped. You can chop it yourself if you like. It's up to you. Then I'm going to use some tongs and move this all around with the oil. Make sure that garlic is all spread out in with our peppers. Nice. Move that all around. Make sure they're all coated with our oil. Let's get ready to grill them. Before we grill up our peppers, we need basil. Nice fresh basil. This time of year, peak season for basil. You probably have some growing maybe in your backyard. If not, you can find it in any market. Also, the supermarket has it. There's purple. We're using the regular green basil here. You want to take your leaves off. About 6 to 8 leaves we have, nice size. Okay, you can go more if you really love it. And you want to take the flowers off, of course. There's our nice leaves. Now, there's 2 ways you can do it. If you want to do like what we call a chiffonade, you can stack a couple of these leaves. Stack them together. See that? And then we're going to make a cigar. You can make a cigar and roll it like this, and then you can use the tip in front of your knife like here, and then just get our nice thin strips or chiffonades of basil. That's one nice way to do your basil, get a chiffonade of that. And a lot of people like that in presentation and texture wise. Other way is just, of course, slap them together. Makes it a little easier when you stack them. And then after I've stacked them, cut one way, okay, and then line them up, watch your finger, and then of course cut the other way to get chopped up basil. Alright, it's up to you how you want to do it. So there's our chopped basil. You don't have to go too small on this. Of course, it's going to be a rustic part of this dish, so don't worry about going too small. And it does start oxidizing pretty quickly. Alright, We got an indoor grill pan. You might have an outdoor grill pan, charcoal, gas, you name it. Put in my peppers. You can mix them all up. You might have to go in 2 batches if you're grilling these indoors. This gives it a little nice texture on our peppers. Like I said, I'm using an indoor one. I like this cast iron one I'm using here, and it really holds up the heat. But you might have one that you have at home. You can even use a George Foreman grill if you had to. But let these cook at least for about 8 minutes on each side. I've got a pretty high heat going. Alright, our peppers are done. Take those all off, put them into a bowl. All ready to go. Off to the side into a bowl. There we go. Alright, now all our peppers are back in the bowl. Let's put some fresh cracked pepper in there. Yeah. Can't beat that. Next, our chopped basil. There goes our chopped basil right in there. And then of course we have the balsamic. Now you have some oil already left over from the peppers have been grilling. There's our balsamic added. Just follow the amounts on the recipe. That's like a couple tablespoons of balsamic. The nice aged balsamic will be even better than the cheap stuff. It's really going to lend flavor to this. And you want to add some salt to this. I like to use some nice fresh kosher salt in there. Or sea salt would work, finishing sea salt. And toss that all around. You've got your garlic that has been grilling with, the oil already, that the peppers have been already cooking with, and the basil, a little bit more basil. Smells great. Now once again, this makes a great side dish. This is can be kind of like a salad. Room temperature, of course, does not have to be hot. Can go on the side with meats or fish, you name it. It's up to you. One of those great side dishes that can go really well when an outdoor cookout, barbecue, you name it. All that juice from the bottom left over, and of course the basil and the garlic. It smells great with the aroma from that balsamic vinegar and also the olive oil.